There are two types of problems we can solve with percentages. We can calculate the percent of a number, or we can calculate differences in percentages. This video focuses on calculating the differences in percentages, or calculating percent increase and decrease. If you need help calculating the percent of a number, you can view the video entitled Solving Percent Problems. When solving problems that involve finding the percent increase or percent decrease, you're actually solving differences in percentages. When you solve these types of problems, you're looking for the difference is what percent of the original. Let's look at a few examples to see how we solve problems involving percent increase and percent decrease. In the first example, Noah recently received a raise at work. His salary increased from $800 each week to $825 each week. By what percent did his salary increase? In order to solve this problem, we are really asking the difference is what percent of the original. So to start, we'll find the difference between the two amounts by taking $825 and subtracting $800. That'll give us a difference of $25. The original amount that Noah started with was the $800. So now we're really asking 25 is what percent of 800? We can use what we've learned about percents before and use the formula A equals R times B to solve this problem. A represents the difference or the amount, and B represents the base or the original value. So replacing A with 25 and B with 800, we'll be able to solve for R by dividing both sides by 800. And we'll find out that R is equal to 0.03125. Since the rate represents the percent written as a decimal, we're going to multiply this by 100 to convert it to the percentage form. So now we'll find out that the percent was 3.125, and this was a percent increase because Noah's money increased over that period of time. Now that we've looked at a percent increase problem, let's look at a situation where our values decreased. So in this case, Maddie bought some stock at $40 a share. It is now worth $35 a share. By what percent did her investment decrease? This represents percent decrease because her money went down over that period of time. Even though this is a percent decrease problem, we will solve it the same way we solved example 1. We're going to find the difference is what percent of the original. So we'll start by finding the difference between the two amounts. In this case, 40 minus 35. So our difference is 5. The original amount that Maddie started with was $40. So using A equals R times B, where A represents the amount or the difference in values, and B is our base, which is the original amount, we can replace A with 5 and B with 40 to get 5 equals R times 40. And then to solve for R, divide both sides by 40. And we'll find out R is 0.125, which to convert over to percent, we'll multiply by 100. So the difference in percent this time is 12.5%, and it's a percent decrease because the value went down over that period of time. Notice that regardless of whether you are solving a percent increase or percent decrease problem, your formula remains the same. The amount is the difference between the two values, and your base is the original amount. Using A equals R times B, you can replace A with the difference, B with the original amount, and then solve for R to find your percent. Using these two previous examples, I think you're ready to try a few on your own. Go ahead and pause the video to solve these problems. When you've completed them, you can resume the video to check your answers. Here are the answers to the practice problems. Notice that in each problem I found the difference by subtracting the two values, the original amount was the amount that they started with, and then I used the formula A equals R times B to solve my problem.